Hello, everyone. Hope you are able to survive this Friday stream. And also, it seems as if someone has been giving us some trouble here. So, let me see if I can fix that. Alright, here we go. This is just. Don't get me wrong, Streamlabs OBS is good and everything, but come on. It's you're just posting what the game thing is. You're not linking a site. Everyone knows that. Of course, now that I've done that, it's going to cause more troubles. Why did I kill him off? No, I'm being invaded by all this junk. Okay, with that said, I'm going to fire up EPSXE so we can get started with this. And of course, make sure. Okay, yes, this is the right one I'm doing. And of course, I'm going to start with the canonical version. So now, there we go. Showing the right one. So sadly, this means no introductions here with the system boot. But what can you do with that? And now, game was booted up. You should be starting now. Why is it not starting? This is already a grand start. You were literally just working a second ago. Ay, my console is giving me troubles. It's seriously giving me troubles now. Just all of the troubles. Every last bit of it is a problem here. And with that, it's officially my stream. We can all be proud of that, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the stream. Okay, let's give it another go. Because this just loves being a dick to me. I'm even highlighting EPSXE myself now. You can do this. Just start already, damn it. Why is this giving me so much trouble here? No! Okay, obviously something is going wonky here, so let me take this opportunity to fix this. I'll be right back in a sec. Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is the plan is still on. We are doing Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation. Bad news though, apparently the version I wanted to use, the original version, doesn't seem like it wants to respond well. And of course, the immediate thought that comes into mind, well, if the ROM's not working, just plop in the game disc, since you do have one. My laptop, although a stronger performance, it doesn't have a CD drive. So, unfortunately, this means, yeah, trying to do this off of, no, get off of there. Trying to do this via emulation, for now at least, isn't going to work. And it's a shame, there was specifically, okay, I was going to say one thing. Two things I wanted to show off for that scenario, but yeah, apparently that's not going to happen. But yes, we'll do the DualShock version instead. It's not the initial thing I wanted to show off, but at least we have a workable version. So, let's see. That's what should have happened earlier. I don't know why you chose not to do that, but if it's about the banning jokes earlier, I make laugh, I make jokes. I wasn't being serious about it all. But yes, now we are ready to start playing this game. Shit, I already forgot. What was the name of this game again? It's blank. That's all you really need to know. The game is blank. Damn. Way to ruin my joke there, game. I'm trying to remember. What was this game called? I really want to know.
Resident Evil 2.
Oh, right. That's the game we're playing. Now I remember. Clearly. You could tell I have the memory of a goldfish, folks. But I'm gonna stay silent for the time being so you can appreciate the lore of this game.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Finally here.
That guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
Hello? Is anyone here? Hello? Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There! Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you. You okay?
Still in one piece.
That maniac's gonna whip us! Run! Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Huh. So much for his first day on the job. Okay, now I remember back in the day I used to be an expert at zombie dodging. Let's see if that remains true here. But yes, welcome to the world of Resident Evil 2, which, if my Resident Evil lore is correct, this is taking place in between the literal events in the middle of Resident Evil 3. Like, this is shortly after Jill Valentine passes out from being infected by a nemesis. Spoiler.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human.
I'm gonna cock my bow gun anyway and shoot you. What was that?
Sorry about that, dude. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Sorry, I had to adjust that for a bit.
I ain't got no clue, darling. By
My
the time I
CD is
noticed
fucked up.
something was
You're
wrong,
not playing
the
the CD.
entire
Oh,
city
no,
was
you caught
infested with
me.
zombies. But don't you worry, girlie. You'll be safe in here. I'm keeping a close eye on things.
Alright, let me see what kind of goodies you got going in here. What kind of stuff you got here? Oh, some bullet ammo. Pfft, who needs that shit? That's boring. You're a gun shop owner. Where are the guns? All I see is nothing but bullets here. It's pathetic. Nothing but bullets! I'm sorry, I'm not impressed. This whole job is just boring. I wish something exciting would happen, like, I don't know, anything at this point. Ouch. That's gotta suck. Well, good luck with that. I'm out of here. But yes, if you want to, you could easily ignore all of the bullets itself and immediately leave for the door, and the same thing would still happen. And of course, there was all that free ammo. Why am I not going for it? Ah! There's the first bite. But yes, at this point, I'm sure there's at least one person here who's probably thinking about what's going on here. They know exactly what I'm doing. Because yes, I might have chosen normal difficulty. I'm going straight for hard mode, buddy. And of course, the best way to go through hard mode is to make it all the way to the police station without collecting any ammo. Hey, not a fan of the pukes. Not a fan of the pukes. And that was that own zombie's fault for tripping and falling. Hey, hey, enough of the pukey pukes. Enough of the pukey pooks. Will you just fall already so I can attempt to go for it? Thank you. I mean, don't get me wrong and everything here. I love this game, but I want to at least try and get a A rank, let alone S rank in this game. Can't do that if I'm just standing around knifing zombies to death. And with that goes my last bullet. I don't know, I haven't played the DS version of 2. I remember playing the DS version of 1, otherwise known as Deadly Silence. Ah! Damn. Thought I could just sneak by it. But yes, you could easily get all the ammo around me if I wanted to. But if I made it all the way here without picking up any ammo, we have a special buddy joining us, Zombie Brad. But of course, as you can tell, I literally have no ammo, and Zombie Brad, unless you take him down with a certain weapon at a certain range, he takes a shitload of bullets to kill, so let's just say no to that and enter the police station. God, I love this ominous music that plays in the police station. Yeah, really, the next place we can go to, only place really we go to, is in here. And meet a good friend of ours.
Hang in there. Are you the only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures.
Oh,
In
so
a
they
mansion
haven't adopted the
located in
term
the
zombies
outskirts
yet,
of
I
this
see.
City. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
It's okay, I'm just turning
Don't
into a
worry about
spooks.
me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Bitch, don't think I'm afraid to shoot you down!
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
But yeah, he's doing the actual smart thing. Getting Claire away from him as possible because he already knows he's doomed right from the start. So he's doing the smart thing and keeping him far away from her as possible. And yeah, we could access this sooner, but we wouldn't have access to the keycard unless we spoke to him. And also, Underground, are you sure this game does take place afterwards? Or well before Resident Evil 2 or 3? I'm not sure about numbers anymore. Blah. But yeah, if this were the arranged version, we would see all these there. And I only ask this because even in the remake of Resident Evils 2 and 3, you'd have to see it where... Ooh. We have a crawly in the black void there. Oh, yeah. That's what I was saying. Resident Evil 3 takes place both before and after 2. Because technically 3 starts out as like 1.5, then 2, and then the ending of 3 is where the whole timeline of 3 takes place. Also, this guy had bullets in his neck. Go figure. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying before. That's what I thought. Oh man, watch out for the liquor. He'll slobber us to death. Also, let me check. Okay, I got fine status for health, but we gotta be careful of this guy because it's not necessarily the slash that concerns me, it's the jumping slash. And yeah, I can take him down with bullets. I'd rather not, because we do get stronger weapons. One of them we saw the gun shop owner have, which I simply love the fact that his name is Kendo. Also, fun fact, this is why I wanted to play the original version. That's a nice looking black can of soda there. In the original OG version, it's a blue Coca-Cola. I guess somewhere in between the normal and dual disc version of this game, they lost sponsorships and such. Oh god. And that's just in 3 Underground. When I did the original LP of Resident Evil 1, oh good god. That was a bitch. It's like, I'm trying to shoot them, they attack me, but guess what? Even though it interrupted me in the middle of trying to shoot it down, it consumed a bullet. And let's just say that was probably the most passive-aggressive bit of anger I got into. Take you down. Stab, 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 stab. Yeah, now I think is a good time to switch to a gun. Reload. And yeah, in case you're wondering how you can tell if all the zombies are disposed of, usually if they're down and can get back up. Unless they have a pool of red blood surrounding them. Then you know they're down for good. And it's a good thing I try not to use copyrighted music because let's just say um, when it comes to these herbs, if you want to heal, you best smoke weed every day. But yes, also got to remember in here, there's also some bullets, which are nice, and let's not forget that report there. By the way, I have some important information. And in case you're wondering why Zombie Brad is that much of an important deal here, if you can down him, he drops a special key that we'll need in order to access this locker. Fun fact! There was one time I forgot to empty all of my pockets and couldn't be able to grab that key. So, let's just say, if you don't pick up the key before going inside, that key disappears. And you would have attacked Zombie Brad for no other reason other than just to attack Zombie Brad. So, for those of you out there who have played Resident Evil 2 before and want to get back into it, or have never played it but want to try it, keep that in mind. And also, this puzzle, something's written on the mountain. The god of sun and god of moon, their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release my soul. It's basically saying these statues, they're facing against each other. Just push them to their respectable sides and make them face each other. Which I get the feeling you probably could flip-flop them around, and I would laugh my ass off if that were the case where it could actually work like that, but obviously I want to at least try and beat this game as quickly as possible, so let's just do it like that. But now a word from our sponsors. It takes a very steady hand. Don't touch the sides. Butterfingers. I was doing radio promos for fun. Everyone does it, you know. Everyone that I... No, shut up! It's probably like the one few of the good jokes they still did on Family Guy, because otherwise I can't even watch Run a Joke to the Ground show anymore. So now we made it into the STARS office. Yes, it's trashed around there. That's nice and everything. There is something here. There we go. Some more bullets. But yeah, if you have time to waste, good thing to note is that you need to search this desk repeatedly. And if you do it a total of 50 times, that's 10 times 5 for 50, you'll find something on this trashed desk. Which, of course, I get the feeling if this desk were nice, neat, and tidy, then yes, you would be able to find this thing with just one go. But, of course, it's trashed. It takes 10 times 5 in order to search it. There we go. We get some film. What does the film do for us? Aside from a little Easter egg, absolutely nothing. But yeah, two things that we'll need here. Chris's diary, which is basically saying Chris Redfield from the first game uncovered the truth about Umbrella, so wanted to travel to Europe in order to find out the true secrets behind what was going on there. And now we finally get a stronger weapon, the G launcher, otherwise known as a grenade launcher. These are boxes. Looks like a rookie's desk. I wonder whose desk it could be. Also, does anyone still have these things nowadays? Fax machine? I mean, technically, my mother still does, but it's mainly just a printer. But, yeah. Also, while it's true that your rank is affected by how fast you beat the game, it also depends on also how many times you use ink ribbons to save the game, and also how many first aid sprays you use. So, obviously, I only feel the need, especially in this order of scenarios, to use it at least one time to save, and try not to use any first aid sprays. But yes, let's drop our loads here. Not that kind of load. Thank God Opie's not here, because, yeah, he'd find a way how to turn my phrase around, because of course he would. Actually, that'd be a good guess. Not the place I would save. And yeah, all we get is just a picture of Rebecca Chambers in her sports outfit for that such. I suppose I could tell you when I would save, but considering it's practically the halfway point of the game-ish, probably closer to a third of the way there, I could just show it off when the time comes. And also, oh no, zombies are peeking their way through the walls there! But, yeah, I can just hug the walls. It's mainly just there as a pop scare. As far as I can tell, I don't think it actually does damage to you. If you... Oh, right. Can't forget about you. Of course, I picked quite the time for me to summon him down here. Can you get closer, please? Come on. Move faster. Damn it, Liquor. Move faster. I want to kill you so I can free this room up. This is great timing on my end. Just great timing. Of course, he was so far enough away I couldn't see him. A little more. Little more. Boom! And... just... Yeesh. Want to be able to move freely in this room. Damn it. Ah... But at least the good news is, despite 2 bites and a slash, we're still in fine status. Everything's fine, nothing to worry about, so don't you worry your pretty little heads off. But the good news is, now that we have a stronger weapon, probably the only other time we'll be able to step out. Let's see if we can take down Zombie Brad. I think it works better with a shotgun, but let's see if I can blow his head off. Or he could just be able to bomb me that easily. Let me guess, he's not even down yet. Oh! No, he is. Good. But yeah, make sure you have a free item slot, because if you don't, the moment you go inside, that key's gone for good. Because for both, you get costumes for both Leon and Claire. However, for Leon, he gets 2 different outfits. For Claire, She gets one outfit and a special gun. Also, don't head in there just yet. You still have to deposit this bad boy. Because of course a key would be residing there. Just, of course it would. Actually, if you're talking about, like, the infinite ammo stuff, it's based on how fast you beat the game. Like, I believe, you get a infinite machine gun, Gatling gun for, like, I think, don't quote me on this, somewhere between, 3 and 4 hours, and I think infinite rocket launcher for... the custom parts, you can find them throughout the area for Leon, but as far as the special handgun for Claire, yes, that's in the locker room. Which, actually, since I'm on my way there, we may as well talk about what we have. Of course we will use the special key. It's the whole point of getting it. It should fit us, so yes. Girls are changing. Please wait warmly. And there's an old gun here. Which, if you're a fan of the original Metal Gear Solid, let alone Revolver Ocelot, you'll easily know what this gun is. The Colt Single Action Army. I mean, come on, it's got 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Except for zombies and anything else. It might take them down in 6 bullets or less, but yeah, that's about the best you can shoot for. Also, I just realized something pretty stupid along the way. There's a door that involves the spade key earlier back here. I should probably use it. No, it actually takes handgun bullets. The only difference is, while the normal handgun I'm using, which... was it a Beretta? No, Browning HP... is more or less for stopping power. The Colt Single Action Army is a gun that fires faster. So, if you're in a tight position and want to down enemies fast enough that you can try and bypass them, that's mainly what the Colt Single Action Army is used for. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad weapon per se, but if you want more stomping power, obviously the Browning HP is the better of the options. And this is why it was important that I tread back, because it will be necessary if I want to advance the plot of this game. Yes, now that I've gotten that out of the way, now we can move forward. And by move forward, I mean immediately make another pit stop, because I'm already full on stuff to carry. Ah. So once we enter this area, of course, we gotta have a good crank. You gotta have a good crank. Although, for now, it's not really necessary, and until we get more ammo, we're gonna put down the grenade launcher for the time being. You go ahead and do that, Pan. And in case you're wondering if there's a reason why I don't save until a bit later, it involves her.
Help me!
Exactly what for? Well, let's take down the zombie, and then, well, you'll see. Down it goes. Use a precinct key. It's useless. Do you want to discard it? Nah, I want to keep the key as a memento. No, don't. Just don't.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Also, is it just me, Claire, or did you change outfits? I mean, I don't know, it just seems a bit weird is all. We have to go here. We got more handgun ammo, which is nice. But later, Leon. And I guess I'll give, the remake some credit. The one time you want them both to team up, you know, so they can cover more ground, they do have a legitimate reason as to why they can't meet up repeatedly. And I guess that also works the same for, I'm trying to remember, what was... No, it wasn't Umbrella Chronicles, the sequel game, Darkside Chronicles, because I believe Umbrella Chronicles pretty much covers everything involving Jill Redfield and... no, wait, what am I saying? Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield. Whereas Darkside Chronicles covers more or less Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield. Because, at least in those games, they always teamed up together so they could cover more ground. Oh, that would be something. And since there's only one bullet, I'd rather not take the risk. Stop facing the other way. Oh. He was already down to begin with. In Scenario B, you can get that unicorn medallion from there. Also, bleh, 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 bleh. Stop facing that way. Okay, there we go. Now he's down for the count. And if you want easier access from the first floor, second floor, don't forget to unlock the ladder. Oh, but it's only used for emergencies. There are zombies crawling around everywhere. I think this qualifies as an emergency. Ooh. So, ah! It's good. Okay, they're down. Should have known I had to reload my gun beforehand. Or at the very least, that would have been the perfect time to use the Colt Single Action Army, so as to say, back off! I'm not into perverts, let alone necrophilia. This is pretty much a hint about, oh, you can move those statues if you haven't done so already, although I get the feeling it would have worked anyway. But yeah, fun little fact. It's not just the greens that can be combined together. You can combine several different kinds of ammo. And I think... yeah, I only need a lighter for one other scenario. Let's try and keep these on the lighter side for the moment. Move on here. Oh no, there's zombies there! Let's not deal with them. Phlegmy throat. I apologize, folks. Also, we got some stuff to check out here. Unlock this bad boy. And from it, we get 1 green herb. 2 green herbs. 3 green herbs. Also that. I don't know why, but I'm so used to the whole Final Fantasy thing where you access the menu from the... yeah. Where you access the menu from the triangle button. It's circle in this case. But we're dealing with zombies here, not vampires. He's been pecked to death. Huh, each peck hole has bullets. Oh well, we're taking it. And don't mind the crows. Even though there's more of them coming! Oh my god! But yeah, let's just ignore the crows. If anything, they're more of a thing that can help you waste your time. Let's not deal with them. Instead, head down this way. Deal with something that could be an actual threat. Like these zombies! Where? Down that goes. Meant to shoot the guy behind you, but sure, why not? But yeah, that clears that up. The hell? Who in the world do I know from Chicago that's trying to call me right now? Wonder if they're trying to warn me about the zombie apocalypse. There's zombies in the road. Get out of there. Spooktacular. Woo! Yeah, there's our other gun we have here. Wonder what's behind this door. Oh no, it's zombies! Yeah, not gonna deal with yous. Because, honestly, unless you play Scenario B, you'll know why that path is supposed to be blocked off. Also, I didn't have time to mention it up until now. God, I miss watching that show, Kenan and Kel. It's like right up there with, I want to say, the original and second, maybe third incarnation of all that, but yeah, after that, where it was just nothing but white folks, and what else? More white folks. Yeah, that show started to lose its interest. Also, get out of the damn way! No! Oh, jeez! I can't believe they got me good that time. Good thing I got herbs. Run! Run for it! Spooktacular! Spooktacular! Also, no, I'm not dealing with you right now. Oh, I just realized there's a reason why those zombies are still alive. I forgot to do something with the valve handle. Whoops! Let me tell you, folks, nobody is as professional as I am. I am so much a professional, you don't even know. You don't even know how professional I am. Hashtag professional, exactly. And to think, it's all because I got caught up in that one corner. Maybe so. Okay, don't go into the fire. Don't go into the fire, Claire. It's not worth it. No. I guess even back in the old days, hydration bot wanted to make sure that you stay hydrated. Even that burning helicopter. You two poop. Where there's smoke, they pitch back. Oh no! So don't you dare stop it. You know, just to make sure that it doesn't chase me afterwards. Just doing that to reset the crows. And yeah, all of a sudden the zombies that were there before are gone. Oh no, a lady screaming, spooktacular! Whatever, we're continuing on, we're through here. I'm trying to think. I only have room for one more item. Not that it matters because I only have room for one such item. And then I'm probably gonna drop off an item and... yeah, probably the gun at this point. And by the gun, I mean the fast one. Because if I want to make sure that I save my game at a precise moment, I want to make sure I at least have one set of ink ribbons. Or I could just grab the one that's right there. I is professional. I'll say it as many times as necessary until it gets hammered down into your skulls, VOD viewers. I is professional. But yeah, I should probably get that out of the way. Yeah. If if ever I'm experimenting more on OBS, I would definitely have that scrolling down in the bottom there. I totally would. Also, yeah, may as well put this bowgun to good use, since I'm eventually gonna have to go through that door sometime. That's right, folks. Gather round. Who wants to see my bowgun? It's a pretty cool weapon there. Boom! 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 Did I forget something? Something important. Oh, yeah. Boom! I have way too much fun. And yeah, I'm still kicking. Okay. Now this room is cleared. Don't have enough room for that, but yeah, I'm gonna need to use the diamond key in this next room sooner or later, so may as well. Alright, then take care, underground. Also, that's the wrong thing to do. Yeah, you stay down. And before I continue onward, let's reload that. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, great. Wasted a bullet for no reason. Also, how much? 2 more? Great. Running out of ammo here. Oh well, time to bust out the Colt Single Action Army. Wow! I didn't expect it to go down that quickly, but sure! Why the hell not? That'd be way too funny. Way too funny. Well, yeah, at least I took care of those set of rooms for the time being and unlocked the diamond door. Or one of the diamond doors, I should say. Let's be specific, there's more than one. But yeah, since we are here, may as well drop off our extra herb, because we can. Just that like so. There's not really much I can do at this point, if only because I'm limited in how much ammo I've got right now. And of course, I'm gonna get thousands of people at home screaming at me, "You fool! Why didn't you pass up all that ammo? It was right there before you! You're a fool, I tell you! A foolish fool!" Probably. But I've beaten this game and gotten A rank on it before, so I ain't too worried about all this. But yeah, we have ourselves a lighter. May as well put it to good use. And of course, using that makes that happen. Okay. I'm a go place now. Alright. So, back on to this scenario we go. And one thing you'll notice, those zombie hands that were reaching out from the window, they haven't popped back out again, because it's just a one-time thing. No need to worry about that. But yes. Next up on the list, I'll trade it in once we get to the second floor. Although, I just really like giving myself more work to do. I could have just easily have gone through the same door with the diamond key and be able to just go right. Let this be a lesson, folks. I love being a time waster. I'm just all about wasting them times, yo. Oh well. If I can still be able to unlock A rank with this game, I should have no trouble with that. Also, speaking of that, we won't need the lighter for the time being, so we'll trade that in with our other big red gem. Which means I'm 40 rupees richer! Woo! But yeah, now that we got the 2 red gems, we can go back in here. Deposit them, 1 on each side. I mean, you could probably use the single and 5 rupees, but they're probably smaller size, so only those 20 rupees would they work. And something popped out of its chest there. And from it is half of a blue stone. But what good is half a blue stone if it doesn't do anything? By itself, it means nothing. Later on, we'll come across the other half, where it will become relevant. So, again, don't you worry your pretty little head off that. Especially if you want to keep your pretty little head. Definitely don't worry about it. But yes, I should probably do the one thing I should have done earlier, which is, something. I'm already losing track of what it is I'm supposed to focus on here. Remember, folks, I is professional. That's all that needs to be said. I is professional. I mean, I crack jokes about these things like, oh, I don't know how to go through any of this. This is probably the one Resident Evil game, if you include a certain other one that was late into the libraries, of the original PlayStation era, that I'm actually pretty well tuned to. Because the only other ones that I've played for the PS1 that were available, I couldn't feel any more stressful about trying to kill anything from the original Resident Evil unless it was in easy mode. 2 was my jam. I grew up with Resident Evil 2, especially since it was the first Resident Evil game I saw my brothers play, so naturally I got into this. And 3, not necessarily stressful period, but in its own right because of a certain tyrant nemesis. So threatening, his name is in the freaking title of 3. That was his own level of stress, but again, stressful for entirely different reasons. And of course, Gun Survivor, or just Survivor, I'll be honest with you, I could barely try in that game, and I could still be able to win. That's how piss easy it is. Also, I might be in trouble. Crap. Holy shit, that actually worked! That actually worked! Go through the door! I'm probably gonna get bitten immediately afterwards once I go back through that same door. But at least I made it. Now we've got another green herb. Got some more bullets here. Much needed bullets. Memo to Leon. But yeah, we'll worry about what's in here a bit later, since I still have some zombos to deal with. Ah! Get off me! Get off me! Move out the way. Also, arm yourself with that. There we go. Come closer. Boom. And while we're at it, boom. Hey. Gotta take care of this one way or another. And also, I gotta remember, I have a lockpick. I can easily pick at these things if I so desired. Also, I don't feel like wasting more gun ammo than necessary, so come closer. A little more. Boom. And there's still gonna be at least one more, I could tell. And yeah, some more film here. Can't carry anymore. What? Okay. We took care of all those enemies. Good. That was my main concern. But yeah, now that we took care of him, let's check up on our good friend who, I'll admit, the name easily escaped me before, but now I just remembered. Marvin was his name. Hey Marvin, how's it going, buddy? Would this technically count as him seeing shit that would turn him white? Also, crap, I think I'm gonna get hit. Hey! Can I stab him? Yeah, let's not waste the rest of the bullets. But yeah, I think this could count as him seeing shit that would turn him white of sorts, because he was a black man, and then once he's zombified, he became white. Okay. But, yeah, I'm dropping that subject now. Because, honestly, I think there's a main reason why I'm playing this game. And it's because of Halloween. It's a little more than that, if I want to be honest here, but now I can put that away, because I'll admit, as good as that weapon is, I'm more or less a main handgun user. I just have the Colt Single Action Army for fun at this point. I really don't need it. But at least now that we are restocked on crossbow bolts, which it's a good thing to mention. It's a good weapon in this game. In Code Veronica, let alone Code Veronica X, unless you upgraded those crossbow bolts to make them fire bolts, they got heavily nerfed in that game. Which, of course, I say that, and I still have yet to play that. But based on what I've seen from previous experience, at least. Yeah. But yeah, now we've got ourselves a detonator with a C4, so we are set on that front. And of course, since we're here, we may as well pick up the film. And of course, it only just occurred to me, yeah, since I have a lockpick, I should probably get all that stuff that I was passing up earlier that I easily could have gotten. I don't know why, but my mind went into Leon mode, where he can only open those mini drawers if you have a small key. But of course, this is I said Jill Valentine. Why am I saying Jill Valentine? I know she is the master of unlocking, not necessarily Claire, who's just good at unlocking because she has a lockpick. I don't know. Let's just go over and unlock this bad boy. Hey, guess what? We got ourselves a first aid spray. Only not, because I don't want to hurt my ranking. Now watch. I'm going to go against the final boss of this scenario. I'm gonna run out of healing items, and I'm gonna say to myself, why didn't I get that first aid spray? But yeah, there's only one other drawer I can recall of that we passed by earlier. Let's go back and get it. Which is not in the library, but the room just next to the library from over here. So we will just go ahead and get that all taken care of right here. Ah, something very useful. Some flame rounds. Because here's the thing, the grenade launcher can use any type of rounds, but like any amount of rounds in it, I should say, only specific types. So if you have regular grenade rounds equipped and you want to add them to the mix, so long as they're just grenade rounds, that's perfectly fine and all. If you try and combine it with flame rounds, or as we'll see later on, acid rounds, you're going to have to switch up the ammo type to do so. Which I'm not entirely sure. I'll admit, I played a little bit of the RE2 remake. I don't know if that's a thing that was added in later on, where they took that feature away, but yeah, since we are at this point, we may as well use our C4 and detonator to blow up this door. Fire in the hole! Alright, now that that door is no longer blocking us, let's see what we have in here. A dead body! Always a nice thing to see.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
Oh no, his neck is clipping through. But in all seriousness, you kind of get the hint about the type of personality the Chief is in this game. You definitely get a weird vibe from him in the remake. He is definitely a little, how shall I say, in the head. And yeah, we got some stuff in here, but first, let's turn the light on. Hey, it's a diary, which, if you really want to catch up on the lore, you can pause and read yourself. I really don't feel a need to myself.
Wait.
Let me go!
Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl. And I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Although I think she's gotten frozen or some, I don't know. Go back to petting her. Sorry, I'll shut up for a bit.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella chemical plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
But yes, we just ran into Sherry Birkin, who will be necessary here. What's not necessary is that first aid spray, which we're just going to say no to that. But, with that said, let us continue on our not-so-merry quest of taking down zombies with gun. Yeah, you heard me right. Gun. Just drink Power Thirst. The only energy drink you'll need to survive a zombie apocalypse. No, seriously, drink Power Thirst and you could be able to win at anything forever. You can win it running, football, arsons, weddings, and art. Hell, you could even win at irony. Top score. Okay, I'm just making weird shit at this point. You can already tell I'm still a bit of a loopy state. Because although stress work wasn't necessarily that stressful for me, it was still a bit of a boring day at work, so kind of blah overall. But I think there's just a few more things to check out before we progress onward with the second half, and I believe... Okay. Yeah, because I think once we travel to a certain area and then head back in here, that's when the second wave of enemies comes by. But for now, we should be good. Because we unlocked the door there, we never actually got in it yet. So, let's take care of that. So that means immediately running into a wall there. We'll pick that up later. For now, though, let us go in here. Here. Because as I mentioned before, we used the diamond key to get in here. Never necessarily checked it, but first, let's go in here. Make sure. Yep, everything seems fine. No enemies to speak of. Free handgun bullets. We'll gladly take that. There's something on the other side. And I wonder, was there... No, there wasn't anything there. Sometimes, checking those shelves can have some useful items. I distinctly remember now there usually isn't anything there. But yes, now that we unlocked this door, let's go in it. Huh. Took a while to load that screen. Wonder why that is. Well, first things first, we are going to grab ourselves a cord. And also, you probably saw this coming, but yeah. Getting myself equipped with this because we go over here. At the very least, inspect it. And the moment we go through here... Sure, game. Make a liar out of me. Thank you. I'm so glad that you appreciate me ruining all the fun with this. God damn it. Okay, I guess you actually do need to grab the item before it activates. I is professional, folks. I is so professional, you don't even know. But yes, with this wave that we're going through, there's only one place I'm going to use this cord at, so let's just get rid of it immediately. Yeah, itchy nose. So yeah, we'll see a machine like this. We'll use our cord here. The cord will short out soon. So it's necessary to use that at least once. I do have a funny story to share about the cord and that sort of box there. I'm going to save that until I get to a certain point, because let me tell you, the punchline to that, oh boy, quite the hilarious one. But actually, since I'm here, I'm going to take a quick little detour on how I'll approach this, because I just remembered something. There's one room I haven't gone into from that section. I believe it is somewhat easier if I were to approach it from the top down. So let me just go ahead and do that. Go through there. Plus, if nothing else, it'll give me a good opportunity to get rid of my heart key at the same time. And run into another wall there. Oh. It's fun amusing myself, even in these stupidest of ways. Because I think if memory serves, it was just the top door that was locked. You could go in here anytime you want, but yeah, it was locked from the other side. Oh no, there's a dead zombie here, but it's purely for decoration, so you don't need to worry about that. And let's run over here. Use that key. But yeah. We got zombies to deal with here, so... I think for you, I got a special treat for you. Burn you to a crisp. I can't even tell if he's down for the count. So, oh, now I see. Now I see the pool of blood. You, however, are not. Now you are. Of course, this is quite the angle I'm at. How can I tell if... Yeah, that's what I thought. As for you, we'll just shoot you down from over there. You're still kicking, so... There we go. Alright, so now we have stuff to grab. Good old stuff to grab. Who doesn't love having stuff to grab? Why am I saying this? I don't know. I just love saying the term stuff to grab. Stuff to grab! Because, yeah, although it was a bit of a time waster going through here, if I came in through this door, I get the feeling I probably would have been easily clustered over, and that would be just a pain to deal with. And I'm trying to remember, did I get the red herb that was on the side too? Obviously, if I didn't, I'm not going to grab it yet because I want to trigger a certain event that was supposed to show up earlier, but chose not to. But speaking of, let me switch to that. Let's see. Survey says I already did grab it. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that then. Okay. For real this time. Let's see if I can trigger it. We'll grab you, and then the minute we head back... There we go! That's what should have happened. But yeah, since I already grabbed everything that was necessary there, why would I want to fight it? You could just live in there for all we know. And in fact, as a little fun fact... I could probably go in here. And, yeah. He is residing on both sides. That's his home now. He can live there for all I care. That's his home now. He just moved in. Tom Nook got him settled in. Not sure where he's going to fish or dig or catch stuff with a bug net. Probably won't even need a bug net because of that tongue of his. But you get where I'm going at. He's settled in nice and neat. Why would I want to bother him? He's just happy as a clam where he is. I was going to say, controller, could you function for me well here? Oh no, my controller is probably malfunctioning at this point, which is not an impossibility. I mean, thankfully I got other gamepads if need be that I can switch out, but yeah. Fun little fact, I'm using a snakebite controller, which, long story short, it's just your insert brand name here of various different types of gamepad controllers that you can launch. And I keep hearing a faint flickering sound, like just a single flick every now and then. And of course I have Discord open right behind EPSXE, and I keep thinking, is someone joining in a Discord call or something? Because you never know. That is a high probability chance of that happening. But yeah, that's the real horror, folks. Thinking that that might actually happen. Who knows? But yeah, now that I've lightened my load a bit, we can grab some more stuff in here. I forgot. Was this something you could grab? Apparently not. Unless I'm going at a different side. No. And I think there's only one other item from here, which I could probably see from... Yep, from that side. I already got a set of ink ribbons. I don't need an extra set. But yeah, the only other thing in here is to solve this puzzle, which, because it's this version, it's always going to be 2236. Watch it somehow 6322, just to dig around with me. We get acid rounds and a map of the police station. And I think, if memory serves, that's roughly going to do it for this section here. So I'm trying to think of rooms I haven't been in yet. Obviously, the top section. I'm trying to think, what was that door? So I'm trying to think, up there, through there. Which is odd. If I know that map, it says I've been there before, but why is it blacked out? But, yeah, as far as I can tell, I think I've explored everything else up to this point. So, let's go to the place where we already used our heart key in here. Although, I do want to try my best to light my load. So, what I'm going to do is head back to another chest, drop off my full mixture of green herbs. So that way I can grab both of those green herbs and mix them together. So that way, should I come across another green herb, I can mix that. And, you know, said and done. Why did I do the finger snapping motion? I don't know. You don't need to question anything. It's spooky! But yes, now that we are back in here, we can drop off that. Again, I keep hearing that flickering sound. I swear, one of these days, it's gonna spook me from out of nowhere. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna spook me out of nowhere. But at least now, we can go through here. And actually, if I'm going into the set of rooms I think I am, I won't need the bowgun for a while. And I'm just saying it by default, bowgun. It's a crossbow. A hunter's crossbow, to be specific. Well, I'm sorry. This game calls it a bowgun. I may as well call it a bowgun. Wait, does that mean it shoots out, random nonsense? Am I using my best buddy as a gun? Is he a transformer? Is he secretly Megatron, even though that was just a gun rather than just a bowgun or something? These are the random thoughts that pop through my head, folks. I hope you realize that. So here is another set of broken windows with another one of these things. It can't be activated since the cord is cut. You can only use the cord one time, and then after that, it gets shorted out. But, again, I do have a funny story to share about it. Not the time for it now. Well, those steps can only mean one thing. We have a new type of enemy to deal with. Cerberus dogs! And I'm gonna wait until it gets a bit closer. And one more for good measure. There we go. Believe me, that dog had rabies. I had to put it down. It was the most humane thing to do. Also, don't you dare. Also, okay, I got 4 bullets left. Okay, one more. Let us see here. Let's do a quick reload, and down goes the sick puppies. Trust me, they're like Rush. They were bad dogs. Believe me, that's the main reason, and I'm sticking to that reason. Don't care what you say. Ah. But yes, now in here. Yeah, that's it. It's just basically Dogmobile brought to life. That's really what it is. Thank you. Now we know. And now we come across another puzzle here of 5 switches. Basically, it goes anywhere from adding 36 power to lowering 14. Basically just any combination of up 3 times and down 2 times. And then you will get the correct answer. Because it needs exactly 80. Too much power, you'll overblow the circuit. Not enough power, and obviously it won't open. But I believe there's probably one other thing I could do from this section. And of course, I could enter here. But that's just a card reader. I need a certain card key in order to enter it. But I think there's only one other thing to grab from here, and I don't know if it's free or not. I'm not hearing any footsteps, so that's a good thing. So, yes, this is free. Now, unless you're playing Leon's campaign, or Leon's campaign first and then Claire's second, the rest of this path is blocked off. So this is all I can get from here. We may as well just continue onward. So now, this means there's only one other place we haven't gone to. That door is locked, so don't you worry about that. And it's basically just going through here. And let's grab ourselves our red hoib. So we got that comboed up. And just keep running because we got Zombo dogs to deal with, which I'd rather not. Let's just jump on down. And let's just see what we got through here. There's nothing there. Except for this vent. It's too small for an adult to enter. Did I just soft lock myself? Is this game unbeatable now? When did this suddenly become a randomizer? Oh, there's a free one right there. I thought you needed to find some before it could save. But yes, this is the one time in Claire Scenario A that I'm going to save. And for those who remember the original base game and try Claire Scenario A, you will know why. But yeah, for now, let us drop those off. And I only need one of those healing items, but yeah, let's take that just to be on the safe side. And try and find another way out of here. Maybe we can move forward. But yeah.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry. Don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
So yeah, this is the main reason why I save here. We now get to play as Sherry. Her only healing item is an item I don't want to use because it will hurt my rankings. Her best way of defending herself? You're looking at it. She runs. And why, you ask, should I worry about saving? Because we're dealing with doggos here. They move fast. Especially when compared to Sherry, who's not that fast. She can easily get her ass chewed up like a Barbie doll. Or at least a Barbie doll acting like a chew toy. Because even if I save later in the game, it'd be a trek, but I'm more confident in being able to backtrack my way through that section, no problem. This is the one time I feel like, it could always go tit side up if I'm not careful. Also, will you climb up there already? Sherry, climb up there, damn it. Oy. So yeah, this is Sherry's life now, just pushing boxes. Just pushing boxes like so. And the good news is there is a reason for why you have to do that. Because there's obviously something on the other side that we need to grab. But, of course, if you don't trust Sherry's running speed, you're not going to trust her ability to jump. So, we'll need a little help with some water here. But yeah, voila! We now have a bridge that we can cross. But yeah, there was a reason we were soft locked, because we need that key in order to start exploring more rooms. Now that we could, theoretically speaking, could go back. But there's still one other item we can grab. And now it's just a matter of, will I be attacked like crazy or not? I'm actually surprised that's the first bite I've taken. I'm usually well known for running directly into those attacks. But yeah, the only other item we can grab is a set of grenade rounds, which of course, since we were passing up ammo like crazy in the beginning, I think Claire can use all the ammo that she can get her grubby little hands on, so sure. But yeah, I'm almost guaranteed to take a hit there, and there, and there. And there. And there. Swear to God. Because if you can't defend yourself with a slow running speed, you're almost guaranteed to die with Sherry at that moment. There? But thankfully I got through it with no problem.
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire! I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
It's always a pain to go through. Also, apparently you have to be in an exact sweet spot in order to grab those other items. Why, I don't know, but yeah. But at least now, we've gone past that annoying part and don't need to worry about it ever again. And I'm stressing ever again because unless I royally screw up and die and have to retread my ways through this section, I should be fine. Seriously? Seriously. Damn you, doggo. But yeah, unless I really needed a quick access to an item store thingy, which, to be fair, I kind of do right now, but let's not stress about it. So wait for them to get a little closer. So not just yet, but let's be careful still, because there is still one more thing. In fact, just to be on the safe side, let's reset the room. There is something else that we need to grab from there. Right now, it's not really the time to worry about that, so let's just reset the room there. Where is that other liquor at? There you is. Sure, whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. And I guess it's not really necessary to take care of those enemies. I like to be able to run without the fear of suddenly running into enemies, so there you go with that. Yeah, we've already used the key to unlock 2. Actually, there is something here which we can safely grab. Like maybe 2? I know there's definitely 1. Possibly another thing in these lockers. Maybe. Kind of. Sort of. I don't know. No, I guess it's just a Leon scenario. But yeah, the one definite thing we can grab here is more acid rounds, so we may as well do that. And I'm not really going to concentrate on this because ordinarily this would be an interesting diary about how someone was slowly but surely progressing into a zombification state of sorts, but nah, not really useful here. But, because the original story, it was quite interesting, where you see the person who slowly starts to turn into a zombie, and then it not only affects his body, but his mind, based on how he's writing the story. Here, it's just, yeah, I think I'm turning into a zombie, blah, I don't know. And of course, I should drop off some stuff, but I want to be able to get rid of this key ASAP. So there's only one other room at the top of my head that I can think of where it is necessary. So let us take care of that first and foremost. And now that that key is useless, we never need to worry about that key for as long as Claire and I both shall live. But yes, now that we're done with that, we should probably rethink of how we're supplying ourselves. Because again, this is a bit of tedious backtracking. It is going to be necessary if we want to continue onward here. And I suppose if I went through easy modo, where I didn't need to worry about ammunition as such, I could kill anything and everything in my path. Here, it's more or less just notice how we're surviving here. Yeah, running into Sherry at this point, I'd say that was roughly the third of the way there, if that makes any sense. Let's see. So, we'll switch these out. Probably a stupid idea, thinking, oh, you should have kept regular rounds. It's so much better. Ooh, whatever. Also, I'm taking the film with me because I want to get rid of that as well. Actually, speaking of film... Yes, I got enough room to grab both of those items. Although, in order to do the puzzle, to grab both set items, I should probably... This is the one time I should swap out the items. So that way... Oh, good lord. Well, the good news is, I still need to wait until next week's payday before I can even think about attempting to do anything like that. So you should be fine from my side anyway for now. We won't need a knife, so we'll trade that for the lighter. And yeah, the one area where I finished off using the key, we're going to head back in there so that way we can take care of one of the puzzles necessary for the lighter. And technically speaking, after that, we'll need the lighter for one more thing. In all honesty, it just shows you where a certain item is. You don't need to use the lighter afterwards, which I'll prove later on. For now, though, let's concentrate on the right here and now. So we'll just head over here into this area of sorts. Ah, crap. It's a good thing I have this with me. But yeah, so long as it's just tongue lasses. Or that could happen. You could always do that. Believe, yes. The last film that we'll come across for this scenario. There's something there, but we can't grab it until we solve a puzzle in here. Which, if memory serves, the only other item here is one that's not necessary. So we're saying fuck that noise. And I'm not reading it, but basically says the puzzle solution here is Queen, King, Jack. So obviously we turn on 12 for Queen, 13 for King, and 11 for Jack. And now the gear comes loose. Oh no, wagon lost its wheels! Stop calling me wheels! Yes, we know the wheel is missing. Can we grab said wheel? Thank you. But yes, now that mess is all taken care of. We've pretty much cleared out this section. Pretty much with the exception of the basement of the police station. Pretty much everything here. I say pretty much everything. There are still a few more things to grab before we are completely done with this section. Get the feeling if I time it perfectly right, I can do those little throat clears in unison with the doors. Let's see. Like right there! If I so wanted to. That's just a one-time thing. I really don't feel like doing it that much. Also... yeah, let's just take care of the item clearance right now, which means going to the other side of this area through here, so that way we can get into the mini dark room area. But yeah, thankfully we already took care of our good buddy Marvin, who won't be a bother. We cleared out all of the zombies in this room, so we're good. And unless more respawn in this general vicinity, we should be good. Yep, we're just fine. We're just fine and dandy. So now we got two pictures we need to look at. Two pictures to look at. First one being how they're showing off the liquors, I bet. And then this one showing off what happens when a person went through zombification process. But yeah, there's really only one other area we need to check before going to the basement. And that will require both that and this. Although, we still gotta check out what's in the basement area. So, for now, we'll leave these behind. Because I remembered what's gonna happen once we go through a certain area. And I want to try my best to avoid confrontations of a certain kind. So this means going through here. I think it might have been slightly... Yeah, it would have been slightly faster if we went via Marvin's room, but we already are headed this way here, so... Yeah, let's just keep going through this section. Oh, I'm seeing sparks flying. I think we're getting close to that thing eroding. But, yeah, that's not going to happen for this scenario, at least anytime soon. Let's go through here, down into the basement. You know, it's a good thing I'm not speedrunning this game, because I could already tell I'm moving slower than I should be. Because, yes, the best times to clear this is definitely in the 2.5, 3 hour mark. Especially if you want to get that infinite rocket launcher. I think at the rate I'm going, I'll be lucky enough if I can unlock infinite Gatling gun or infinite machine gun. Which, again, if I'm lucky, I don't consider myself lucky enough to be able to unlock that at the rate I'm going. Ugh. Oh, wait. This is the door I'm supposed to check out. It's the absolute last thing we gotta do in the basement. Well, second to last thing, technically. Let's just get this set up because I know it's gonna happen soon. These bodies here aren't suspicious at all. Much like that door falling. Nothing suspicious at all. We'll just grab this card key. Nothing suspicious at all. We got bodies coming out of the woodworks here. Nothing suspicious at all. You can roast. You guys can roast. You can roast. Sure, we'll roll with that. I believe that's the only other thing we need to worry about, so let's not worry about killing that Zombo. Honestly, I'm surprised it worked that surprisingly well. But yes, now that we actually have a key card, slide it through there. Now we have access to the storage room, which gives us plenty of stuff for us to grab. For example, crossbow bolts. And one thing our gun could definitely use, more bullets. Anything else on that side? Skip the lockers for the time being because I think that's it. Just 2 sets of bullets. Okay. Alright. And the only other thing in here are 2 different things. Side pack, which carries more items, and a machine gun. Oh no, I can't equip it. That's okay. My motto is skip those 2 for this scenario, and then come B scenario when I have to play the other character, then I grab both of them. Because that way they have the benefit of both a new weapon they can wield and being able to carry more stuff at the same time. And so far, that process hasn't failed me. Yet. But yes, with that said, now the basement is fully cleared out. Never have to worry about this part of the game, which is important because come what I'm about to do next will be a necessity for moving onward. But speaking of moving onward, let us head back to the waiting room, which is pretty much if we were to enter this building on the exact opposite side right here, so we can resupply ourselves with some more items, including the one set of items we will definitely need. So let's see. Switch you out with that, which honestly we really don't need that at the moment. Don't really need decisions, I tell yous. We'll definitely take those with us. Yeah. And just so I can get faster access to the area, I'm just going to equip my crossbow gun and then head up here. And it's a good thing I have that crossbow equipped, because now that I've gone through the basement section, we replace zombos with lickers. And yep, now's a good time to have that on. But yes, it's one thing that I use the wire for the windows on this side, because once you've gone into the basement and entered through here, whichever side wasn't blocked will have zombos crawling through the windows. Which, of course, that's just for this scenario. Once you, and I already forgot which button I'm supposed to be pressing. Once you enter B scenario, the place that did have zombies crawling through earlier won't have zombies crawling through the windows, but instead, the windows that you used to block from earlier, they will now have zombos in there. And also, I forgot there was another licker here. It's a shame, but you know what? That's okay. I can take you down. Fairly simple. Switch off with that, and then towards you. There we go. No fuss, no mas. Also, probably not that big a deal, but and it wastes time, but reload crossbow just because we can. And yeah, this is why we needed both the crank and wheel for this. Crank to lower that down. And there's a certain thing inside of this clock tower that will be necessary in order to grab the last necessary item in order for us to leave this police station completely behind us. This machine's missing a cogwheel. Coincidentally, cogwheel fits in here just fine. So we use that to open this door up. And we have one, if not two things in here. First thing, a necessary item in order to advance the plot for both Leon and Claire. Although, if you're Leon, this is also a shortcut area for him. So that way he can get into the police station parking lot in the basement. But yeah, for Claire, she doesn't need any of that. She is perfectly fine progressing right through here. Of course, I'm scanning through all the areas at the top of my head. I think, with that said, that should pretty much clear everything up within the police station. So, we can actually move this forward now. So, yes, let us go ahead and do just that. So we'll need you, you, and you. But first, yeah, we know. Combine them. Thank you. And just because it will be necessary, we're gonna need more ammo, and this is really the best case scenario to do so. Load you up with that. Grab you. We'll leave the extra crossbow bolts behind, so we'll bring some health with us. And now, let us head on back to where the chief was beforehand, which would be right here in the store.
Claire!
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
And there's two things we can grab from here. First off, the chief's diary. And then, oh, that's gone. We can push this button and implant these 3 stones in order to open up the new path. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the order I put in, just any combination of those 3. What? Secret passage through here? And of course more data, which again, if you want to know more about the history / lore, you can pause this video on your own time to check it out.
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
Also, it's got to be a good sign when you're not only riding an elevator with those kind of doors, but we go into pretty much a second basement area that kind of looks like a dank dungeon of sorts.
Help me!
And then you might think I'm joking about the dungeon. When you got a door specifically like this with torches there, how could it be anything but a dungeon? Just saying.
So you've made it this far. Not bad, girl. But I'm not letting anyone leave my town. Everyone's gonna die.
Calm down, Chief. What happened?
Shut up! You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true. You have been working with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere. Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out, The monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. I just can't take the pain!
Yummy! Also, yeah, we will progress onward, but first... more free ammo. Can't say no to that. So, I think it's safe to say the Chief's having a bit of a bad day. Hehehehe. So bad, he's dead. But yeah, we've been facing various different monsters. This is the first actual boss we go up against. G-Virus Defect. And why specifically a G-Virus Defect? Well, once we progress a bit farther into the game, we'll know why. But for now, just accept what I'm saying and that this is a G-Virus Defect. Yeah. Damn it, stop clinging on to me, bastards. Ah. Stop clinging on to me, damn it. There. Yeesh. Yeah. Few number of acid rounds to the face with him, and yeah. That's all good said and done for. So the only other thing left to do is head on back to get Sherry, and we can progress onward.
Claire, you came back!
I can't believe the man who developed the G-Virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side. Leon, are you still there? We're leaving.
Are you crazy? The streets are still crawling with zombies.
It'll be all right, trust me. We found a way to the sewer. Follow us later.
Claire! Claire! Wait!
But yes, this is the one thing about the Claire scenario I'm not really a huge fan of. Escort missions. Not necessarily because I have to protect someone. If that's all I'm doing, that's good enough. Remember, compared to me, Sherry is slow while running, so it gets to the point where I have to, every once in a while, run a bit, then stop running, just walk, and then run again, then walk again, so on and so forth. Because obviously if I go too far ahead, she just sits there and becomes an open target. Which of course, if you want to progress onward to the next scenario areas, you have to make sure she's keeping up with you. But yeah, you can touch the ladder now. But yeah, thankfully in Claire A scenario, they're not that bad.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Claire?
Wonder who that could be. Guess we'll find out sooner or later.
Sherry, where are you?
Sherry! Claire! I'm here!
Man, you gotta feel bad for Sherry. I mean, it's one thing if you're treading your way through poo water. She literally fell into it. Poor girl. But yeah, there's really only one thing you can do here, which is, since it's small enough for her, she can crawl into this vent. Everything else, not necessary. And that's including dodging all of these bugs coming at her. Which apparently, I heard, if you stay in here long enough, they can kill you. Let's not bother with that. Because all we need to worry about is grabbing that medallion. And then the second part of Sherry's part is already said and done.
Claire? Oh. Oh.
Oh no. But now with that out of the way, we can continue onward with this. And yes, now it's the first time we come across blue herbs. So I never really mentioned what the herbs themselves do. Green, obviously, restore your health. Red by themselves do nothing. Blue can cure you from poison status. And then, if you combine green and blue together, you can get various different scenarios, whereas healing with curing of poison factor, two greens heal about 50-60% health, and then obviously red and green combined is the same effect as green herb, which is restores full health. Whereas this combination I'm making, red, blue, and green, is a masterful combination in which it can restore all your health and cure you of poison. I'm not too concerned about poison at this rate, so don't you fret about that. But yeah, since we're not going to run into huge bosses anytime soon, we'll replace our acid rounds with the standard round and be over said and done with that. And I think I know we're going to need the round valve for now. And then inside these lockers, something we won't be needing, especially if we want to get an A ranking. So we'll just say no to that. I feel like it's an anti-dare program. Because that's another thing to mention here. Those dare programs were supposed to teach kids about drug abuse and help teach them not to use them. I think it did the exact opposite. It only encouraged them to do more drugs. But yeah, since we're here, yeah, this is the same area where Sherry fell before, so not really necessary, but we may as well clear that out. There we go. And I know there's a reason you come down here, which is to grab one, if not two, items from here. Which is probably one over here. But since they're regular rounds, let's combine them. And I think here as well. Again, I think, don't quote me on this. Let's just see. Nope. That's okay. We still need to check this area. Aha! I knew it wasn't going crazy. There were at least two items to grab, and we got them. Alright, but now that we got those out of the way, let us move onward here. And I could mention something about the Leon scenario here. Long story short, both paths, no matter which area you take, they both meet up here. So do that. And also, we have new enemies to deal with, which I'll mention right now. If you have a deadly fear of spiders, don't worry, I'll save you folks right here and now by taking them down. Also, that's the wrong area. And just be careful of these guys. They can, and if they touch you with their acid spit, will poison you. Also, reset ammo. There we go. Two spiders down. And we got a few more to deal with here in this room. Yeah, there's at least one more there. Done and done. So, wow, exact amount. Wasn't expecting that, but sure, we'll roll with that. And we still have a few more things to take care of. Now, if memory serves, poison can't necessarily kill you, but it will sap you of your health very, very quickly. Of course, we've got some dead bodies here. And, of course, that's all they have, because in Leon's scenario, I think instead of ammo, it's the Wolf Medallion. But we saw the Wolf Medallion earlier, so there's no need to worry about grabbing that. So instead, we are just going to head on back and lighten our load because we still have more stuff to grab along the way. So yeah, let's open up this chest and do some item depositing. Such as those flame rounds. We won't be needing them for a while. What item to grab now? I'm going to take a gamble, but I feel like health-wise I won't be needing that, especially since I remembered we will be grabbing some more herbs very shortly. And I don't think crossbow bolts are that necessary. So if we do this, hopefully we shall move much faster. Which, considering the rate I'm going, that's probably a good thing. But yeah. There is one other path you can go through in that room. Only problem is, Fan is moving too fast. We can't be able to enter it via that way. And also, the good news is, if you did happen to get some acid spit on you, and you were in poison status, you pretty much have infinite growing blue herbs right there, so why bother wasting them regardless anyway.
Who are you? Oh, I see. Another spy sent by Umbrella, right? Let me guess. You're here to steal my husband's G-Virus, aren't you? You are tenacious, I'll give you that.
Husband? Then you must be Annette. Sherry's mother?
What?
Sherry's wandering around alone in the sewers. You have to help me find her.
That's impossible. I told her to go to the police station. What's she doing here? William will be after her.
William?
That's right. The creature that's been causing all this destruction is none other than my own husband.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Have you seen the amount of times he got shot? I don't think he can easily fix that bullet wound like that.
Affirmative. You'll be at the rendezvous.
I didn't want to interrupt this cutscene, but just saying.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body?
The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! The guns aren't stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! Son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus?
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. I tried to save him, but I'm afraid it's already too late.
But...
And that's not even the entire story. Every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other life forms. That's why he's after Sherry.
what are you trying to say?
The bodies of individuals with non-related genetic coding are likely to reject the embryo, but since Sherry is his daughter, that possibility is non-existent. It's an inherent survival instinct.
It's Sherry. You go that way.
You go that way. I'll go home. Okay, but yeah. Just a recap of what's been going on here. If you remember back in Resident Evil 1, Albert Wesker was working with William Birkin in Umbrella, developing the viruses. However, once Wesker knew that the ship for Umbrella started to sink, he tried to cut his ties with Umbrella in order to make his own living. While William Birkin was still working with Umbrella, but tried to develop his own new virus, the G virus. Obviously, it didn't please the big boys over at Umbrella, so they sent in the cleaners. In this case, I don't want to say the Umbrella Bioweapon Crisis Team of Swords, UBCS, Counter-Strike Team, that was her name. The Umbrella Bioweapon Counter-Strike Team. To clean up the mess. I don't want to say it's them, but pretty much the SWAT equivalent of them with those guys. One of them, of course, was Hunk, which, if you remember, I'll tell you this for a later moment, we only saw 3 of those bodies sliced up and killed. One of them still survives. I wonder who it could be. Hint, hint. But because they shot down William Birkin, he probably already knew he was on his deathbed. So in order to prevent death and try to extract his revenge, he injected himself with the G virus, thus becoming that thing who we saw terrorizing everyone, including going after Sherry, which, yay for... You know what? No. I could very easily make an Armac joke leading towards that, but no, there's nothing funny about pedophilia. There's absolutely nothing funny about that. But, yeah. Pretty much, the rats were the carriers of the G virus, which would greatly explain why there are zombies crawling around in Raccoon City of sorts. But yes, with that said, after hearing that scream, we obviously need to go back and try to find Sherry, so that way we can try and help her out. But since we already cleared out all of the enemies from this area, we can do just that. So now we'll need to use this valve handle one more time. Now to raise the level. Raise the roof. Raise it! Nudge. Where are my bitches? Which, that's another subject I gotta bring up. God, such an underappreciated series, Clone High. I only remember hearing about it because it was brought up on The Runaway Guys. Once I actually got to see it, oh my god, it's such a good series. It's a shame it only lived out long enough for one season. It really should have gotten more.
Sherry!
Ah! Why are you being such a jerk about this? You're acting like a croc of sorts. Oh, wait a minute. But yeah, this is such a hard boss to go up against. So hard, I need to find a better strategy in order to deal with it. Now, this is a tough boss you gotta deal with, folks. Honestly, this is such a difficult boss. I want you to pay attention. Are you watching, folks? Are you watching? That was such a hard boss to deal with, it took me all of one bullet to kill it. I mean, I guess you could try kill it the honest way if you wanted to, but if it gives you the option of killing it via one bullet, why would you choose otherwise? Anyway, don't worry, Sherry, I'm coming for you. Oh, I guess we are. I was going to get the medallion first and then Sherry.
Come on. Wake up, Sherry.
My stomach. It hurts.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Come on. Let's go.
Man, Allison Court is really selling the line here. Come on, Sherry. Let's go. And I know it sounds like I'm poking fun at Resident Evil 2's voice acting. It is actually decent enough compared to Resident Evil 1. Good fucking lord. Resident Evil 1 is a mess as far as voice acting goes. But considering that game was meant to be a really bad B horror movie of sorts, I'm going to give it some slack. But still, my god. And here's the thing. You can go this way. Yeah, you stay there. You can use the valve handle to go back that way through the shortcut, so you don't have to keep using the crank there. If you go that way, there are zombies you have to deal with. And since this game is all about survival horror, not survival horror while slaying monsters, but survival horror, we want to at least try and consume our ammo. So let's avoid that step now, shall we? And yes, we are taking a long route, but it is necessary if we want to progress onward here. But of course, this sadly means... yay, more escort missions. Gotta love these escort missions. I love it so much, in fact, I'm gonna make Claire run this way. That's right, skip with that one leg! Skip with that one leg, Claire! She's skipping it! Skip it! Skip it! She's skipping along with that there. I'm sorry, folks. I'm done. I'm done doing that. Alright. Bullshit, Bullshit! How else am I going to progress onward otherwise? Thank you! Third time's a charm. But yeah, since we already got both medallions, we don't need to worry about backtracking. We can just go right through here in order to unlock the next area. Which, that's already 3 medallions we ran into. We already have the eagle and wolf, and earlier we used a unicorn one. But why would we need these 2 medallions? Well, obviously, if we want to stop the waterworks here. So there's a silver wolf and the golden eagle. Which, of course, I didn't realize this until after playing the original game. Those medals were reused from the first one. All 3 medals were reused. Wonder what that is. It's obvious what it is, but in all honesty, that's just another spook factor. Ooh, something's shaking. Wonder what's going to come by that way. We'll probably never know. But yes, now we can activate this tram, which, in all honesty, doesn't really affect a damn thing. For Claire's scenario, anyway. It does serve a purpose for Leon's. Not so here. Also, it's a shame I didn't bring the lighter with me, but let me just say, that's a flare gun. You use it to ignite something and shine something here. Here's the thing. You don't need that. You can just grab that weapon box key right from the floor. Which kind of defeats the purpose of the lighter anyway. Let's see, how are we doing ammo-wise? We should be fine. Sherry, you fool! See, this is why I should be in charge here. You're letting them puke all over you. These girls, they be crazy, I tell yous. Also, get off me. Rah. There's no way. I was gonna say, there was no way he was taken down that easily. Now he is. Of course, I don't have enough space for this right now, but that's okay. That's perfectly okay. We'll just keep moving onward here. Because we can. Now let's see if I'm fast enough to... No. Oh, I am! I was gonna say, stay where you are, Sherry. You're gonna get yourself and me in more trouble otherwise. So, while we're at it, quick reload while we can. And I believe nothing on that side. And if we go towards the other side, there is a zombie there. We only have 3 bullets left. And it was just enough to finish him off. Just enough to finish him off. And I'm going to be backtracking here anyway, so may as well do this. But of course I can't leave without Sherry, so come on, Sherry. Head on back with me. Now that it's clear of zombos, it's safe to come this way. Still can't believe you got zombie puked all over yourself. See, at least the zombos have the right idea. They nom-noms all the adults. They only puke on top of the regular girls. See, these zombos, they have standards here. That's all I'm saying. Also, won't need that key for a while. And I know we will be coming across a new boss, so let us switch our ammo here. Yeah, that's not what I was going for. I was more or less going for these. And yeah, in case you're wondering, there is a first aid spray there. We're not using that shit. And we're just gonna grab a few quick things here, such as more ammo for our gun. And since we're here, a map. There's a train here. We'll need to find some way how to activate it. But first, We got some more stuff to grab, such as more flame rounds. And a key, which will be necessary in order to activate this train. So, now we will head on down from here. Put the key in. Not push the activation switch just yet. Because like I said, there's one other thing we need to grab. And thankfully, the good news is Sherry will stay behind for this portion. And we will drop off our ammo for the time being. We won't be needing flame or grenade rounds for this match. So, since it's a boss, we will be taking these green herbs with us as well. And we shall backtrack our way down here. 2 rooms. In order to grab the one other item that I passed by earlier. So if we go to this side and inspect the body here, which once again, a specific angle, we get the spark shot. It's a free gun, and yes, judging by the name Spark Shot, it shoots exactly what you think it does. Flammable gas. It's a flamethrower. Don't let this thing deceive you at that point. No. It's just a thing that shoots volts of electricity out. That's really all you need to know about. I'd say it's a cattle prod. That's not really the case for this sort of thing. But yeah, since we are at a boss, we will equip our acid round-filled grenade launcher. And we won't be needing any other weapons at this point. We already have our acid-filled grenade launcher. If need be, we always have the few bullets in our gun, the few crossbow bolts in our bow gun. And if nothing else, if all else fails, we have our spark shot that we can use. But yes, now we are able to move forward from the sewers into the underground Umbrella Laboratory.
My stomach hurts.
Hang in there, Sherry. Your forehead's burning up. I've got to hurry before the embryos pupate.
And guess what? We have a threat in here. Which means once we exit this door, we're not going to be able to see Sherry for quite a while. But that's okay. We won't need to see Sherry. We have some pesky varmints to deal with. Welcome to William Birkin, G Form 2. Why G Form 2 and not 1? Because you do fight against William Birkin with that lead pipe in the B scenario. So this is Form 2. 2 quick shots. Retreat a bit. Shot. Retreat a bit. Ow. Ow. Shot. Shot. Retreat a bit. Back just a full retreat there. Fire. 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 Retreat a bit more. Fire. And down goes G. So, now that we took down William Birkin for a second time, we are able to retreat back into this room, where we finally make it down to the laboratory.
Sherry.
And this is the main reason why the Claire A scenario doesn't really bother me that much. Because since she's too sick for us to bring along with us, we find a place for her to recuperate for the time being. So yeah, not as much hand-holding with her, let alone escort missioning to deal with when compared to the Claire B scenario.
Claire?
Oh, you're finally awake.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe.
Thank you, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. I grew up alone, but now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry. Rest here for a bit. I'll be right back, as soon as I found the antidote for you.
Alright, so here's the one thing you need to keep in mind. Any other scenario with Claire, this room would be open for free. Once you exit this room, you won't be able to get back in. So make sure you grab anything and everything that you think will be necessary. Which means grabbing these acid rounds, combining them, I believe some flame rounds, and one green herb. I believe after that, there is nothing else left in this room to grab. So let us... Actually, we'll do that. We will combine that. And combine that. And at this point, while we have the spark shot, I get the feeling this gun is pretty much going to be obsolete for the time being. So, we will take these ammos with us. And let's see, what else would we need? We'll take that, because we can, and I believe only other thing we need right now, we will once again combine that. Take that. Combine that, because if necessary, we could always use our flame rounds with the grenade launcher to deal with those. But I think the way we are now, we should be good. So, let us progress onward here. And just to make certain... Oh, you can go back in there? Huh. Maybe I'm thinking of another scenario of sorts. But, yeah. That room is pretty much locked, and we only have room for one item, but for where we're going right now, we only need one item space in order to grab what is next here. thing is, we can't get into this door without a key, and we can't get into that door without power. Not that it's really necessary, so that just leaves this room. Which, Jesus Christ, it's cold in here. Grab ourselves a fuse case, which means absolutely nothing by itself. But if we put it in here, we can play a little crane game. Which, why would that be necessary for a crane game? I don't know. We're showing off our awesome 3D graphics here, folks. Woo! Special effects. But yeah, with that, now we have a main fuse, which will be necessary for powering up this area. And yeah, the only other item in here is a spray we don't want to use, don't really need to use, and never will use. Because in all honesty, you saw the items in my chest. All those herbs. We won't be needing any of that. And also, I hesitated to finish that sentence because I said chest, and of course I'm playing as a woman. Har, har, raffle, raffle, raffle. It's because he's a girl, too. But yeah, now we have options here. And of course, we can go through here, which actually, we're going to have to clear this area out sooner or later. We have tentacle vines to deal with. Yeah. Worst thing they can do is spew at us, which, unless we do this a special way, that's all they do. Just spew to cause damage to us. I, of course, love to play dangerously, so I'm doing the stupid approach. Some crossbow bolts. Let's pass on that for now. And we'll just take this. Basically saying, if we use this, we can be able to get rid of the gas here and make these monsters physically weak. Here's the thing. Doesn't make them weak. In a sense, yes. In a sense, kind of not really. Because the problem with this is that while it does pseudo make them weak for this scenario, it only makes the vines stronger in the second scenario, to which point the spews they give out, now in the second scenario, they will do poison damage. And now that we're dealing with these type of enemies, we're going to switch over to grenade rounds. Go down here. Aw, almost got them to freak out in stereo. Now I is sad. Not that it matters, because I didn't want anything from there. All I cared about was clearing out that room. So now we have more grenade rounds, which, of course, since we were using some to deal with these liquors, we will do so. And notice the fact that those liquors aren't necessarily red anymore, but are gray. That's because they do get stronger. And I'm trying to remember, was there anything else on? No. There was nothing else on that side. We don't need to worry about it. And in case you're wondering why I opened that one door earlier, just to not enter through it, oh, I already had flame rounds equipped. Because we have a second set of those vine enemies to deal with. But yeah, after those two waves, they stop spawning, so that's why, so I can deal with easier trafficking. And speaking of vines, one more vine creature to deal with over here. Which, of course, I can't grab that yet. I will be able to once I get to a chest area. Which, thankfully, is one room over here. But my god, look at the size of that vine creature there. You can make so many tentacle jokes here. And of course, I got so many flowing through my head right now. I don't know which one to say. So I won't say any. And of course, going to tread lightly here because we got some more of those lickers to deal with. Yeah, no you don't. I know what your game is. I'm not going to play it. Because I know the only thing it wants to do with me is try to find a way to freak me out and or piss me off. But yeah, not playing that game. Not going to play that game. But yes, now that we're in this room, there are two things we can get. Number one, if we interact with this computer here that's lit up, a map of the laboratory, but more importantly, a chest, where we can drop off items, which of course, that's one thing I desperately need to do to make more room for stuff. But yeah, pretty much at the rate we're going, that gun's pretty much obsolete at this point because we have so many crossbow bolts, and the only reason we would use flame rounds is basically to deal with those vine enemies and or zombies at this point. So oh no, another licker! Whatever shall we do? Other than, you know, what we've always been doing with these enemies. Just that. And also we have 3 more sets of healing items here. And by healing items, I of course am talking about those oibs. But of course, let's not forget about the herbs we saw just up above us. So let us take care of those first. So we got 1 herb that we can use to make the full batch. And then 1 more, just a half for the sake of having it. Then we'll head back down once again. Deposit more items because, yes, item management is such a fun game to play when you're playing Resident Evil. Always a fun game to play. So fun they should just take out the survival horror elements. You know, get rid of all the enemies to fight, no bosses, no exploration, no nothing. Just item management, the video game. Make that into a series. Probably be about as much fun as watching paint dry or grass grow. You'd only watch it as like an experiment of sorts. It's like, I wonder how this is gonna work. And we're just gonna head back one more time so we can grab all 3 of those herbs. Because yeah, we can grab an herb one at a time, combining to make the 2 mixed greens, 1 more time to make the full mixture of greens, and then 1 more for the spare green. So we will go ahead and do just that. And now that we cleared these rooms thus far by grabbing all the other items, we can finally continue to move forward. least one more time, do some more item management here. Because I think even at this point, the bowgun is pretty much useless. So I think what I'm going to do is... just one more time. Do that, so that way it's easily sorted out from there. Yeah, we should be good for that. And really we only have just a few more items to grab. One of which includes that red herb. And I'll be honest with you, I'm doing fine as it is, but yeah. We got so many healing items, we might as well restore ourselves back to full. And yeah, if we grab that key from earlier, this is where it comes into play. And here, what would normally be magnum parts for Leon is a whole set of grenade rounds for Claire. But then again, it's a shame we never got to use the spark shot, so why don't we use it now? Woof! Quite powerful, that weapon. But I get the feeling, they'd be much easier to kill if we use the flame rounds, so let's go ahead and do that. Ah! What the? Ah! Damn you, zombos! Can't believe I got bit there. Now I is mad. Oh well. We got a free item slot, 3 of them, so may as well grab this key to move the plot forward. Also, let me just do that so we can move faster here. Ugh. Really? You're not dead yet? You're already burning to death. How could you not... but... You know what? I got nothing for that. I got nothing for that. I'm just going to equip my spark shot because I am that pissed off and just continue onward.
Annette!
You killed William. I'll never forgive you for that.
Wait!
I've just prepared a sample of the G-Virus. And this time, no one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't...
What? William... William, you're alive.
Would this qualify as a divorce? Not saying, just saying.
William is still alive. He's getting stronger with each skin he casts off. Sherry!
Tell me what I need to know. How can I save Sherry?
I have detailed information. Everything you need to know to prepare the antidote is right here.
Which, yeah, we already know how it works. I just gotta go through some steps and process. Let's just move this forward.
Save my daughter. And tell her I'm sorry I wasn't a better mother. Tell her I love her. Sherry.
Annette!
self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Yay! So now we have a time limit. Kind of, sort of. It doesn't really take place now. But yeah, now we have stuff we've got to do in order to save Sherry. This one is technically bonus stuff that we're going through in this room right now, but let's see. Oh, there's a giant moth that's been bugging Pan this whole time. Let's take care of it. There we go. I'm sure Pan will appreciate the fact that moth won't be bothering him anymore. Yes. Thank you for checking it out. I wanted to switch the ammo there. Thank you. I think I fucked up the computer, but that's okay. I can still work this out. But yeah, basically the only thing we've been told is to log in as a guest member, and then we can be able to access our fingerprints. Valid for a full 24 hours. Which, if you're playing the A scenario, unless you register it and use it one time, it's not really all that useful. When you're gonna access it for the second scenario, it means everything. Especially if you still got the submachine gun. Then it definitely means something. But now, let's just double check our items set here. Yeah. I think for now, we are good, item-wise, so let's just continue onward. But first, another cutscene.
Leon, you made it.
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
So, now, that's the main reason why we don't need to worry about Sherry. We're just leaving everything on top of Leon's shoulders. Wow. Claire's kind of a dick when you think about it. But, whatever. We are able to move forward with this. Yeah, for a brief moment I thought that there was be something in the way. Thankfully, for now, that's not the case. But yeah. What we need to do now is set up all the necessary things for making a antivirus, so that way we can cure Sherry. Also, thanks for stopping by, Pan. I was gonna say, it's roughly around this time that you would start streaming, so it makes sense now. Besides, you don't need to worry about not catching much of anything. This is just... Although I'm pretty much at the end of the game, it's really only halfway there, since we're only experiencing half of the story right now. But yeah, this is the one time the fingerprint scenario comes into play for Claire's scenario right now. The first guest fingerprints have been registered. Why would it ask you for a second fingerprint when it's going to recognize it as the same person and be like, no, you can't be able to enter here. This is useless. But yeah, once we do the same thing for Leon's scenario, then we can be able to move forward. But yeah, we got some items to grab, including the vaccine cart, which will be necessary. Since we're here, let's turn the lights on. Shock you, and while we're at it, shock you again. Shock you, and shock you. While we're at it, shock you. Shock you? Wow. Took a lot of hits for him to go down. Also, stop advancing me. Stop advancing me! Social distancing! My God. Bunch of dicks and assholes, these guys, I'm telling you. But yeah, now that we're here, we can insert our vaccine cart, which is necessary in order to fill this up. And also, this is just necessary for escaping. But yeah, since it's already there, may as well free up a slot by doing that. So now we got the base for the vaccine. But we still need to make the vaccine with the base in it. So, back downstairs we go. Which is really not that big a deal, especially since now we pretty much cleared everything on this floor and are able to move forward. Also, hope you're not annoyed by that whole repeat all employees proceed to the bottom platform. Because until we beat the game, you're pretty much going to be hearing that constantly. Oh, and guess what? Remember those zombies that we no longer need to deal with? They're in here now. Yeah, we still have a few more zombos to deal with by lighting a fire on their asses. Yeah, we're literally dealing with naked zombies here. I don't know what else to say except they are naked zombies. So now if we wanted to, we could leave. I don't know if it'll allow you to do so, because if there is such a thing as a bad ending where you don't heal Sherry, yeah, I'd rather not do that, because who knows, that could trigger an additional cutscene, or for all we know, it just says, Claire will not proceed forward unless she is able to make a vaccine for Sherry and such. But yeah, I think the last thing we need to do before we arm ourselves to the teeth is just make that vaccine. So back in here we go. Also, it would help if I went the right way. Through here. Close to this thing. And now we insert the base vaccine. Activate the machine. So now it'll prep that vaccine for us. Nice shade of dark green. And now we've made the double vaccine, which we can use to treat Sherry. But now that we have what is necessary to get the good ending, let alone an ending to begin with, again, I don't know if there's a bad scenario if you choose not to make the vaccine. I don't want to shoot for a bad ending. I'd rather not. So let's not figure out if there is a thing for that and just move onward. Now, let us grab anything and everything we will need to make sure we survive well. Honestly, I don't think I'll need that much in order to proceed onward, but it's here, so we'll take it anyway. So get our acid rounds ready first foremost. And now that we have all that is necessary, once we go through this door, only then do we get an actual time limit.
Five minutes until detonation.
So what do we need a time limit for possibly here? Well, we defeated G2. Somewhere in between, Leon dealt with him before for G3. Now it's time for G3.5 into G4. Also, ow. Ow, ow! Bitch! So like I said, G3.5, now it's really starting to get into G4 territory. Great, so now, rather than hack and slash, it's just going to show us nothing but cop shows. That's great. Remember back when you used to mean something, G4? Also, we are out of ammo there, so next up, we are switching over to standard grenade rounds. Ow. Ah! Ah! Stop chewing me like a dog toy. Also, should be fine. Keyword being should. Not gonna take the risk. Just keep unloading ammos on it. Ow. Ah! Still fine. And once again, just be on the safe side. Ow! Stop it! Stop it! You're dead now. So yeah, just a few minor hack and slashes there, but otherwise, we beat G4. He's down for the count. Never coming back again. Never, ever coming back again. So yeah, I'm just gonna go because my ride's here, and I want to end this game. Or at least I want to end this game. Because I already know, this is just scenario A, there's still a second scenario, spoiler alert. But yeah. We beat the game. I will take this moment to let the cutscene play by itself, and I shall be back shortly.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up.
Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry, you're gonna be okay.
Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my goddess protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
So, yes, first part of Resident Evil 2 has been beaten. As you can tell, it is such a good ending now. You can just tell because Claire's all decked out with Sherry to ride on her motorcycle. And we did get an A rank because we only saved once and beat the game roughly in between 3 hours and 3.5 hours. So I wonder, as far as unlockables go, if any, probably have to wait until the second half of the scenario for that to be possible. But yes, with that said, we have now beaten the game with Claire A, so we'll just make a save for Leon B scenario for the time being. So now we are set for that. However, at this point, I am going to get some food. So if need be, I might stop the stream for the time being, only as a pause, and then later on tonight I will continue with Leon B, because I feel like it's only fair that I go through both scenarios at this time. But yeah, if that turns out to be the case, I will let you know, temporarily end the stream, and then we will restart it later on. But for now, I shall be back shortly, folks. Okay, I am back, kinda, sorta, but not really. It turns out I will be out a bit, so that way I can go grab dinner. So, I'm just gonna temporarily stop the stream right now, and then once I am done, I will, of course, be back to continuing onward with more of Resident Evil 5, because I at least want to find out how to get the rest of these done. You know, I want to at least attempt to do that. But yes, until I am ready, for the time being, I am going to send you guys over to Pan Anning, who is currently going through all of Half-Life 2. So, once I do this, yeah, just giving a shout out to him, currently going through Half-Life 2. So, if you want to check out more of my stream, be sure to do so once I am ready. I will let you know if that's the case. But until then, I am just going to send you guys over to Pan Anning, where if you want to continue to check out his streams, great. If you want to come back and see more of Resident Evil 2 via Leon's thing, that's fine and all. But until then, hopefully I will see you all very soon, folks.